Hello everybody and welcome to round number 2 of Season 5 of the Sunoco Elite Series here in Watkins, Glen International. For 25 laps around this road, this very normal road course, if anything. This track doesn't really have too many big special features about it, other than that bus stop right in the middle, which has been deadly all through the weekend, and a lot of people are really scared going forward for this race, seeing how they'll survive going on that first lap into that bus stop, and a lot of people don't expect the best. So, 25 laps here around Watkins Glen, and it's our second time coming here. Last time went pretty well. We're hoping this time can go well also. On pole position today, you got Alexander Rowe picking up where he left off last season in dominant fashion, winning practice by just half a tenth, and it doesn't sound like too much, but the gap between second and third was way less than that. Definitely less than a tenth, but he is alongside Stephen Thompson. I'll give you here. Stephen Thompson in his first time out of rank D this season, and he's definitely shown a lot so far. Back in the first race where he did exceptionally well, led a few laps, and this time he's on the front row. We'll have to see how Stephen Thompson can adjust to being in a big, good car on a road course. On row 2, it's Eric Monaco, who finished P5 back in Pensacola and will start P3 here in Watkins Glen. He is having a great season right at the beginning of the season so far, and he's hoping to carry it through this race, and there's a lot of hopes out there for him in Red Stallion Racing. Red Stallion Racing looking stronger this season than they have in a long time. So they're already getting going. We need to speed up. Alongside Scott Roush, who I don't exactly remember where he finished back in Pensacola, but he may need a good result here today. Scott Roush, he is definitely one of the better ones out here, and I see Halleck is having an issue. Cordell Paulson on row 3, your reigning champion. Definitely one to look out for as we go forward. Yeah, they're already telling everyone to pull in to restack. Halleck does have an issue. So we'll restack real quick and we'll come back and we'll scrap the rest of this grid. Alright, we are back. Alongside Dak Jovic. Jovic driving for Shock Allison has his teammates 2 rows up, and Shock Allison has looked strong this weekend. On row 4, we have Sean Angel. Paulson's teammate starts right behind his teammate, so they will be able to work together on this start. And a lot of people really waiting to see that full potential of Sean Angel to really come out, and hasn't showed it yet, but we'll see if they'll show it today. A team has been exceptionally strong this weekend. Scott Ganassi Racing. Phillips got the first of them on row 4. This team pretty much dominated practice. They were some of the strongest. It was especially Scott and Pericles. Those two have been running this weekend. And Philip Scott, definitely one of the biggest threats out here today to take the win away. Keep your eye out for him. With row 5 starting with Scott's teammate, Nick Pericles, the other one who dominated the practice session. Nick Pericles almost won the season last year and is being one of the people to watch this season for the championship. So keep your eye out for Nick Pericles in this race. We'll see if he can hunt through this field. And that's alongside your practice winner, Gerardo Ron, who showed so much speed here earlier this weekend. And a lot of people are very surprised about that, but he's here to prove that they should not be surprised about that. Here to try to take a win away, but he has got to get through this field. He starts P10. We'll have to see what he could do as he comes through his pack. Your points leader, Shepard, he's way near the rear, so not way near, but he's near the rear. So it's going to be a little harder for him to get through this pack to try to take the win. It's a little hard for the mid-pack to get to this start, but the front of the pack is where it's at. Alexander Rowe will lead him down to the green flag for our second trip here at Watkins Glen. Green flag is in the air. They barrel down to turn 1. Turn 1 looking to be an issue. Will it be an issue? Rowe did not get a good first corner. But he will line up in second, battling with Scott Roush. They're both pushed below the apron. This is letting Eric Monaco close up to the back of Scott Roush as he's going to get onto the outside line. Does Monaco have the pressure to put on? Here we go, into this spot where a lot of people were afraid something was going to happen. Thompson has a nice lead going forward. Look at the pack. Angel gets a little squirrely, but he's fine. Looking through, and everyone will get through the bus stop. Okay, that I am glad of. Philip Scott now chasing down Cordell Paulson. With help from Gerard Aron behind. We'll see. Gerard Aron, though, has ties to Clever Haas. Was it Clever Haas for 2 seasons, if I'm correct? Season 3 and Season 4. So, we'll see where he goes, who he helps here. I'm saying he just helps himself, because he's got no teammates up here. The closest one is Caldwell back here, but that's behind him still. So, we're talking people ahead. He doesn't have any full ties to anyone ahead. The closest he's got is the other Toyota. That is Eric Monaco in the 4th position. But Steven Thompson off to an incredible start here. Going to try to go for his first win. This 26 car did go to the victory circle last year. Did it in Argentina, Nahuelhuapi. And that was under Aiden Shepard. Aiden Shepard, the winner of the first race this season. Where is Shepard exactly? How did he start? He's down 24th, battling with 23rd, so nothing has really changed for him. You could also see people like Jackson here. Jackson B20 gained a few spots from his starting position. Now he's battling with Laughter Stukel, trying to get into 19th. The outside line is a little bit better in this corner, but he's not able to get to it. But Stukel makes a mistake. You don't want to go on the curb in that corner, because that can cost you. And it's definitely costing Stukel. Stukel into the rumble strips? No. Was able to keep 2 tires in on the pavement, which is going to help her keep the position. She's going to keep the position from him. For now. It's still Thompson out front. A 109.2. Is that your fastest lap? Yes. Over Rose 109.6. Monaco's 109.6. Monaco's looking in position to possibly take the points lead. In a rank D, that's absolutely incredible. 2 top 5s right now is where he's looking. And if he were to pull that off, that would be incredible. Jovic, Thompson's teammate, also in a top 5 spot right now. Also looking pretty strong. Got Paulson's teammate. We saw him get squirrely back in the bus stop in lap 1. That's Angel. Angel's just chilling back in 12th with Fitzwater and Caldwell and Pericles. Finguy right behind him. They're just relaxing right now. Finguy started in the 15th position. He's up to 13th. So far, he's improved 2 positions. This is so far going pretty well for Jeffrey Finguy from where he started just 2 laps ago. As we're going to start on lap 4. And Finguy up in the 13th position. This is what he wants. Just keep climbing through this field. Are they catching him? Yes. Fastest lap on track still set by Thompson last lap, 2 laps ago. But Thompson did just lose 0.2 of a second in a row, but did not lose any time to anyone else, I don't think. No. Philip Scott still chasing after the 1 car, Cordell Paulson. The legend really trying to reinstate that name of his, that nickname that he earned back in Season 1. For being the only person to match James Constantin on wins that season, going 3 wins in his very first season. Already proved that he's one of the strongest in the field. He's trying to prove that he is still one of the strongest in the field to this day. That reputation definitely got a big hitch in it last season when he finished out of the top 30 in points, back when he traded himself to Monarch to give Carlson a chance at the team. And Philip Scott, definitely someone that still needs to be watched out for as he's now trying to go down the inside of Dak Jovic into turn 1. Not a very good passing opportunity down here in turn 1, but he's going to dive it down. Oh, that was a very, very late braking opportunity he took. And he will continue to fight with the 6, and he will get it on Dak Jovic. It's very hard to get it down in turn 1. You need to brake really late, and that's exactly what he did, and he gets the spot on Dak Jovic. He'll now start to go after Alexander Rowe. This is for the 5th position. He's trying to take 2 passes in a single lap, which is pretty hard around here, but he's going to run it a little wide and arch it back in, and that's a pass for Philip Scott. That is 2 positions in a single lap Philip Scott looking back on form that we know him for. So, Pericles tried to go after a passing opportunity on the 87 car. Zeron is in the pits now, but he tried to go for this passing opportunity, would get way too loose, would go in the grass, and all of these spots would go to waste. Pericles has time to make up now to catch his teammate. Around Eric Monaco. You wouldn't think that this is a rank D car that he's been running this season, but it is. Eric Monaco, absolutely incredible so far, and it's only been 2 races, so we can't really judge this season fully off these 2 races, but he's shown that he's going to be a threat this season. And in a rank D, it's a very hard thing to put yourself in a threat position for race wins and for even a championship. He's right now in the points league position, and to be in that position in a Red Stallion has not seen this kind of performance since the Aiden Shepard days. That was the last person to run a Red Stallion car as good as this. That was back in Season 1. So Red Stallion, seeing performance they haven't seen in a long time, and they have got to be ecstatic to see that this car is performing as well as it is. You can also see back here, well, first we'll check the lap time of the person up ahead. That is Thompson losing time still. Maybe he pushed himself a little too hard at the beginning of the run. Philip Scott catching a lot of time. He's about 6 seconds down now from Thompson, so we'll have some time to make up to be able to catch Thompson, but he is on his way. Last time around was almost a second faster, so right now he is looking in position to possibly get up there. One thing that's been troubling a lot of people, though, is that pit wall. We have one pit stop coming, and it's very hard to get in the pit lane with the momentum you carry out of the last corner. Some people like to take it really slow, really cautious, but that loses you like upwards of 2 seconds when you do that, which is why a lot of people like to try to carry momentum through that corner and try to sweep it out into pit road, which is incredibly risky. You can hit that pit wall pretty easy. So a lot of people are really scared that that's going to happen this race, and I wouldn't doubt if it does. Been any big hits? No. We expected at least a retirement by now, though it really hasn't happened. Rowe and Iran, these two have pit. And there's Stephen Thompson, your leader, at a 110.1. Now the fastest guy on track. So Thompson trying to extend that gap once again. Could this be just a domination out of Stephen Thompson to his first career win? Thompson's been one of the people that everyone knows is good. Everyone knows has a lot of potential, but really hasn't gotten the chance to show it. He's really showing it now. This is the Stephen Thompson we all know. Very strong competitor. Monaco continuing to try and close that gap. He's been closing it the past few laps, and he still is. Little mistake out of Scott Roush. This is putting Monaco right on the tail of Roush, but a little mistake runs him wide. It's a great battle for P2 here, but there is no challenge to Stephen Thompson. They should start focusing on catching him. Monaco not there, so he's going to go back up wide and just try to arch it back through. Makes a little mistake, hits the curb. That's going to let Paulson close. Is he going to get the nose under? A little bit on the rumble strips, but not much. Shouldn't affect him. The run down to turn 1, you need to clear him before turn 1, or you need to back out. And I think, yep, Paulson is backed out. Paulson is one of the people that a lot of people don't see as a veteran, because he's someone who's just now getting a chance in Rank A. This is his first Rank A appearance, and he's been here since Season 2, but he's only been out of Rank D once. Oh no, he was in Rank C for half a season, and then he jumped up to this car back when it was the 11 with Tax Act last season. Or 2 seasons ago, he actually jumped in this car mid-season, and this season he is... Last season he showed his strength, got a championship, and he's here this season trying to prove that that was not a fluke, and right now, he's definitely proving it in this race. He's right on the back of Eric Monaco for third, as he'll dunk down the inside. It's really hard to get it in this corner too, because if you hit that curb, it's not good. And he does hit the curb. It's going to cost him. Keep an eye out on Philip Scott as well. He is doing pretty well to catch up. 110.0, that will catch Scott Roush up a little bit. Monaco caught up a little. And Jovic is on his way up. There's Sean Angel trying to make the move on Zachary Fitzwater. I'd back out. Oh, he's too far in. He's committed. And that's what happens. He's going to lose the time. Is he going to be able to keep it ahead of Caldwell? Yes. This pack is definitely an exciting one. Look through this pack. There is the other Scott Ganassi card. That is John Arndt. Now up into 10th. John Arndt won 4 of the last 6 rounds at the end of last season, and he just exploded. He's fan favorite out here this season because of that performance last season. Start to a season so far, not absolutely incredible, not what everyone expected him to do, but not a bad start to the season either. He sits P10 here at Watkins Glen, and John Arndt looking impressive right now. Trying to defend from William Brock, though. He'll go up high to block. But he'll hit the curb. This is going to be Brock's chance to get down low. Brock still looking for that career win number 10. The history-making one that has been awaited for a long time. Still looking for it, but it doesn't look like he'll get it today. He's a little too far down. And Angel does it again. This time loses a little more time, and I think Caldwell's got him this time. Yep, there he goes. Oh, big hit in the grass. There goes Arndt as well. Will he keep it from Windhelm? I don't think he will. He won't have the speed on the straightaway. No, he will. He's fine. Let's look up near the front. How much are they gaining? Little by little. But Roush is out of shape! And that's Monaco going right by. Eric Monaco takes the 2nd position here in Watkins Glen after a huge mistake out of Scott Roush. That was a huge mistake that you don't see much out of a veteran like him. We're already coming to the halfway point of this race. It's not a very long race. But Monaco not giving up. He did just gain half a second, but he's still got 5 seconds to cover. Which at 5/10 a lap, still definitely possible. He'll catch him at 5/10 a lap by the end of this race. So, it's not out of the range of possibility, but he's still got a while to go. Eric Monaco on the hunt, though. He's beginning his charge. Philip Scott has cut a lot to the back of Paulson and Roush, though. Philip Scott looking to possibly take a podium here today. Same as Stack Jovic. 1:11.1 and a 1:10.9. That's not the 5/10 he needed. But Vince Freeze, rendered in last place, now on the back of Thompson, starting to put on a challenge, which is going to help Eric Monaco if Vince Freeze can actually put on this challenge. But there might be a pit stop coming soon, and it will. Thompson in the pits. What about Monaco? He will stay out another go. Roush in. No problem with the pit wall. No problem with the pit wall. A little bit close for Philip Scott, but he's fine. Oh, I'm nervous. That's how you enter the pits. That's the safe way to do it. Oh, Arndt's not the safe way. Oh my god, that was a really risky one. Oh my god. Oh, Lorenz is risky too. We're watching the pit wall. No one's hitting it. Bartlett! Oh, Dan Bartlett. We knew it would happen, and it's Bartlett that bites it. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Bartlett for Trailblazer. Bartlett was not having that good of a day anyway, but it's just insult to injury to this day for him. Bad luck for Bartlett, but now let's see what can the 20 do. How is this in-lap? That's the big question. How well is this in-lap looking for the 20? Is he in? Yep. A little bit risky. But he's in. Oh, a little bit risky for Paulson! I told you guys, the risky entrance to pit lane will take lives, and it has taken Paulson out of this race. Angel will get in safely. Carlson, Halleck, Stucol, Shepard, extra safe for Shepard. Vincent's a little risky. Oh, Anderson. Oh. And Bowers. We told you, these people are trying to carry as much momentum into this pit lane as possible, and that doesn't work in different scenarios, so bad luck for those few, and especially that was the winner of this race last year. Thompson coming down the straightaway. Is he going to beat the 20? I don't see the 20 in pit lane. No, he'll beat him. He's got him. We're looking. There's Scott Roush. Roush will take third. Philip Scott will take fourth. And Pericles will take fifth. Jovic. There's Angel. Trying to come out of pit lane. It's real bumpy through there, which is why they're taking it slow. Out of pit lane. Will he get Arndt? Angel versus Arndt out of pit lane, and it will be Arndt. And Fitzwater down on the grass. They like to stay really low out of pit lane to give people the opportunity to run wide and just avoid. Make sure no carnage happens, which is good. That's a question. Is Vince Freeze going to be an issue for the 26 team? No. Which is not good, because that means it's going to be an issue for the 20. And the 20 is being passed by the 36. That's Scott Roush back into second. This race is easy for Thompson. Kind of anticlimactic. It's his first career win. It's a big thing for him, but he's really just absolutely dominating in this 26 car. He is showing speed unlike anyone else, except for Rowe. Obviously, Rowe is fast. He's always fast. Also, keep in mind, Pericles did jump Jovic in the pits. Good run out of Pericles. Right now, holding a Scott Ganassi 4-5. We said Scott Ganassi would be strong this season, and they're proving it. Where's their other teammate? That's Arndt in P8. So they are doing exponentially well today. But Thompson running away, a 110-1 last time around. Roush have anything? 109.7. He's catching, but he's still... Oh, no. There's nothing left. It would be a lot more interesting if there was some wrecked cars to really try and hold him up, but there's no one. Thompson is absolutely dominating. Scott Roush in P2. Then again, after a really exciting race back at Pensacola, a nice calm one is definitely a good balance after that insane Pensacola race. 110, 109.6. Philip Scott is rushing, and Pericles has hit the pits. Couldn't make it to the end. Decided to just undercut it. That's probably the best decision. Try to get in there as quick as possible and try to make it to the end on fresher tires. So, Pericles won't finish in the top 5, but this is going to give Dak Jovic a good result today. Which this gives Shock Allison a 1-5 right now. And John Art's still here. It's still a great day for Scott Ganassi with a 4-7. Pericles has ended up 29th. Oh. Not a good day. Also, what happened to Jackson? We'll see where Jackson ended up. Yeah, there you go. That's what I said. He needs to get a good pit stop and end up top 15. That's exactly what happened to the 10 car. Jackson going to put together a decent day in the top 15 spot. Definitely from where he started, a decent day. When he started out of the top 25 to end in top 15, battling for what seems to be 12th right now between a big group of people. So, definitely not a bad day for Jackson. Obviously not an optimal one for him in Cloverhouse Racing after Paulson hitting the pit wall. But it's a day nonetheless for him. Steven Thompson coming to 5 to go this time around, and it has just been easy cruising for the 26. We expected a lot more competition than this. But Thompson definitely trying to take it home for that first career win. Roush battling with Monaco. Monaco back on the hunt for him. This is going to be a great win for them and Shock Allison, no matter if it's a bit of a boring race or not. It's a good one for Steven Thompson. As he's coming now to what seems to be 4 laps to go this time around. This has been a clean race from start to finish. No issues at all. And no one there to challenge through the entire thing. No one even on pace to do anything. Caldwell looking for a top 5 spot. Aren't looking to hold on to 7th as Windhelm challenges for 8th. Go back and check up on Jackson. Is he 15th still? I don't think he is. He's moved up into 14th on Halleck. So Jackson making a few more positions. Making it count. Roush just lost a ton of time. And Roush has dropped below Philip Scott. So this gives Monaco back his 2nd position. Monaco's in this points lead right now. A rank D is about to hold the points lead for the first time in, I think, history. And of course it'd be Eric Monaco. Eric Monaco has been one of the bigger guys out here since the very beginning. He hasn't shown an absolutely amazing amount of speed, but he's really turning that around this season. Really showing his true colors now as he's a P2 after a P5. 2 top 5s in a row. That is absolutely amazing for Eric Monaco. And a points lead is definitely what he deserves right now. As we're at 3 to go, and Stephen Thompson still dominating this race. Oh, a little bit of a battle going on here. Caldwell versus Jovic. This is for the last spot in the top 5. Oh, a little out of shape for Caldwell, though. Jovic will regain the spot. Stukel, it's a great day for Stukel. Top 15 for HHR and Laughter Stukel. Stukel's starting to show a little more speed this season. Last season was her breakout season, but she's shown actually a little bit more speed than she did before. So Stukel trying to put together some good runs here, trying to be the best ranked D, like she was very close to last season, but yeah, right now that's really not happening. 2 laps to go for Stephen Thompson. Absolutely dominant today. Beautiful race for him, and if anyone deserves this to be a first career win, it's anticlimactic, but it's deserved. 100%. No one can deny that Stephen Thompson deserved this win. Has been, well, one of the fastest all day. A few others have gained the fastest lap, but he's still probably been the fastest guy all day, the most consistently fast guy all day. And Thompson, it's not a long race here in Watkins Glen. It's meant to be more of a sprint race, but Thompson got the lead off the start and he ran away. And this time around, he's going to make a mistake. That don't matter to him. He's got an 8-second lead. He don't care. White flag is in the air for Stephen Thompson for career win number 1. There was an incident. We'll have to check that out. We'll keep that in mind. Bobby Jones had an incident with Gatlin Downey, it looks like, Thompson's teammate. Monaco will battle with Roush. Oh, this is getting fun. No, not Roush. I'm still trying to get used to commentating again. I'm sorry. With Philip Scott. Not Scott, Roush. Roush is back here. And Roush might have an issue. On the last lap of the race, Roush is looking slow. We'll check in on him later. But from his days of being a part-time to his days of being a Save-A-Sport driver in rank D, finally getting his chance up in rank B, and he's proving that he had deserved this spot all along, and maybe an even higher spot with his 2nd ride ever in a higher than a rank D full-time. And Stephen Thompson will pull it off around the last corner. And Stephen Thompson will take home career win number 1 and Shock Allison's win number 2. Thompson wins in Watkins Glen. A dominant victory. Monaco will beat Scott to the line to take the points lead in a rank D for the first time in history. Philip Scott will take 3rd. Roush will take 4th, and Jovic will just beat Caldwell for a top 5, and will bring us home a Shock Allison 1-5. And oh my god, what an absolutely incredible performance for Stephen Thompson. One of the most dominant performances in this series history. From start to finish, led every lap. No, he didn't lead a few because of pit stops, but led every lap he could have. And Stephen Thompson has to be extremely happy about that. Led his first laps in this car at the fourth lap of the season and will take home his first career win at the second race of his career in this car. Stephen Thompson showing why he is looking to be a threat this season going forward. Congratulations to Stephen Thompson. What an absolutely dominant performance as he'll hit pit lane to go celebrate in the victory circle. Eric Monaco taking that points lead. We'll look through the pack a little bit more. Where did P12 for Paul Jackson? Better than the P27 where he started. So, or no, it was further than that actually. I think it was like P30, P31. It might have been around there. Paul Jackson, incredible. Shepard, P1 and P15, good performance. He'll be near the top of the points. And just, what an incredible day for Stephen Thompson. Congratulations. Angel did not end up where he expected. Pericles did not end up where he expected. But an awesome day for Stephen Thompson in the 26th car. Congratulations, Thompson. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Stephen Thompson taking career win number 1 here in Watkins, Glen, Monaco. Second, Philip Scott third, Roush fourth, Jovic fifth, Caldwell sixth, Arndt P7, good result for him. Fitzwater in 8th, Windham in 9th, and Jeffrey Finguy will round out the top 10. A good result for Jeffrey Finguy going forward and in his last season in the Sunoco Elite Series. He'll have to keep this up if he wants to possibly win a championship for himself. Perez, your highest rookie this time out. P20 for him in HHR. HHR had a pretty good day today. But I don't see Stukel. Stukel must have pit. Which it kind of sucks for her. But it's a good result for Jimmy Perez at P20. Definitely nothing to be sad about for a rookie at HHR. Looking through the pack, some people could have had better days. Paulson and Bowers and Bartlett all hit the pit wall. But Jones, oh yes, we need to go check out what happened with Jones. We'll check that out real quick and then we'll go assess the points. So let's go check out what happened to Bobby Jones. So Bobby Jones would be another victim of the pit wall as he would lose the car and slam into the pit wall. And that's what happened with Downey. Would just not see him in time and would not break in time. And that would be the end of both of their days. Did not have a good position at that time anyways, but it was still points that they had, so they lost some points. Bad luck for Bobby Jones. And now let's go check out your points position. So it is Eric Monaco taking the points lead after this race for the first time with Red Stallion holding the points lead. It has been a long time. But it's definitely relieving to see the Red Stallion trying to get back into form. Over Aiden Shepard at 151, it's only 20 points down, and it's definitely easy to make up. Jovic third, that's absolutely incredible for Dak Jovic, and it's something that a lot of people kind of expected. He hasn't really been seen as too big of a rookie even since he joined, but because of his age, he's been racing for a long time. And Dak Jovic showing now, he's now 149 points, 22 points back from Eric Monaco. And Scott Roush right behind him. Philip Scott, William Duncan, William Brock, Windhelm, Pericles, Thompson. There's Thompson down 114 points. And that's actually what he earned this race. This was the only race he scored in because the other one he DNF'd because of the incident at Pensacola. So, good showing. It's been a little weird with a lot of the standings, though. A lot of things still have yet to equalize because some of the bigger names are down low that we expect to be up high, and we're not too worried about that yet. It's expected to kind of balance itself out as we go on. Stephen Thompson now leading the most laps, 38% of the laps led. Thompson gained 22 positions from that race, the biggest mover, along with people like Vance Caldwell gained 14 positions from 28th to 14th. This is that kind of period where we are doing this. We are having these big moves. Philip Scott went from 16th to 5th in the standings. He's right there, 39 points back. And as we stand right now, there is still pretty much the top 30 can take this points lead. All the way down to probably actually Down to like Jackson. Jackson can still technically take the points lead just by a point. Which, again, a lot of people shouldn't be worried that they're down here. People like Paulson, 2 points. Your reigning champion. Shouldn't be too worried about that. Jones should be too worried about that. Downey shouldn't be too worried about that. You still see some of the part-timers in here. This is where they actually scored. Ray Hall, still technically 28th in points. That's incredible. Anderson, Angel, Fitzwater. These people shouldn't be worrying too much yet. We are still in that stage where everything's trying to equalize out. Some of the biggest losers, obviously, other than people like Ray Hall, who are part-time. Vince Freeze lost 16 positions. Not a very good thing for him. Let's see. Who else lost a lot of positions? Bowers lost 14. Dropped from 2nd to 16th. Bartlett dropped 14 positions after he hit that pit wall. Just a lot going on. As we look at constructors, there's some weird stuff going on with constructors because see a rank A team in last and Red Stallion above Fitzwater Australia. But again, a lot of this will equalize as we go through, so I'm not too worried about it yet. But Roush Racing Enterprises up top, a rank B team. They have shown a lot of potential so far this season, even through 2 races. They are fast. Shepard winning the first race, Roush having 2 consistent finishes. 3 top 10s for a few teams out here. Roush Racing, Scott Ganassi, Shock Allison, Epic Motorsports. These people have 3 top 10s through their ranks, and so a lot of people really just wondering how this is going to shape up, and I'm definitely wondering how this is going to shape up as we go forward. With Roush Racing Enterprises up at the top, we're not sure how long it's going to last with Maverick, how strong Maverick has been in the past. And we're just waiting for that speed that we know Maverick has to just ignite and burst through the field. They were the Constructors Champions last season, and we'll see if they can get through the field this season. Next time, where are we going next time? Let me just take a little bit of a check here. Where are we going? I'm sorry, I need to actually look at this. I honestly don't remember where we're going. I think we're going to Michigan. I think that's where we're going. I think, if I'm correct, we're going to Michigan International next time out. Let me get confirmation. I'm going to be thorough. Yes, it will be Michigan. We are going back to Michigan for our 5th season. We've been there every single season. We are going back. Michigan has been a fun race. I can tell you that. And we're expecting it to be fun as well. This time out, we've seen some surprising faces show up at Michigan to really try to run through fields. Like Ryan Monaco. Was that last season or the season before? I think it was season before, back to season 3. Yeah. Ryan Monaco came out of nowhere with the Scott Ganassi car and proved that he definitely was someone that shouldn't be messed with. But as we go forward in this season, we'll see if Eric Monaco can hold on near the top of the grid in a Red Stallion car. As Red Stallion, where are they in points again? They're in 8th, which would technically be where we stand about a rank B slot. Yeah, that's actually true. Completely true. So, lots of things could happen. Congratulations to Stephen Thompson. That is career win number 1. Congratulations, Eric Monaco, for taking the points lead, and we will see you all in Michigan. Ciao.